What's going on, YouTube? You already know it's the Anakin 9.5 Beach, the show. We back at it, man. Today we're going to talk about the chronicles of raising kids. I thought I might share that with y'all because a lot of us are struggling to raise our kids financially, spiritually, physically, the whole hundred. So Anakin 9.5 Beach is trying to give you some suggestions on how to raise kids and what it takes to at least be a good parent. I want to shout out all my subscribers. I also want to shout out all the people that like my page and the people that comment. You know, it's important sometimes when you give love back, especially to the people that really don't know you, really is not around you. So I appreciate the people that really step it up and look at my shows, man. It's a lot more coming when it comes to the shows. I will have live shows coming up eventually. I will do reactions to the 49er football game, bang, bang, not a game, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, them 49ers, baby. You know, everybody talking ish about the 49ers because they expect us to win. But, hey, at the end of the day, out of all the teams in the league, the 49ers have been the most consistent the last 8, 9 years when it comes to getting to the playoffs, when it comes to getting to the NFC Championship, and when it comes to getting to the Super Bowl. Just haven't finished yet. But let me put y'all on notice. We still got 5 rings. Yes, sir. Believe that. But the Chronicles of Raising Kids, yeah, just let's go ahead and get it started, man. All right? First things first. This goes out to all the single parents. Let's start with y'all first, okay? Women and men that are single parents and have kids, no matter if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. The goal when it comes to raising kids is to get them active as far as discipline. And when I say discipline, I don't mean like spankings or whoopings or, back in the day when, your parents used to get a switch or a broom or a damn cape pan strap. So when I say discipline, it starts with you, people. It starts with you at the house. Everything runs from the unit, which is called the house. Okay, that's the unit. That's the foundation. That's the place where you eat, you sleep, you watch TV, you talk on the phone, you do all parents. It starts with you. Now, we have a lot of parents, whether they men or women, they want to be friends with their kids, right? I don't think you should be friends with your kids. I think when it comes to that friendship thing that most women and men do, most of the time I see women, you sit there and when you get upset with them and you get mad with them, you sit there and then you want to buy them stuff. You want to get them a pair of J's or you want to get them the iPod or anything that they desire to ask for. But you never tell them to sit down, read a book, color, play outside. And most of y'all are so tired, y'all don't want to do things with y'all kids. But buying your stuff kids all the time does not define their character and who they are as a person. Let's give it up for that. You have to train a child while they're young. You know the rest, right? Yeah. You know the rest. You have to train a child while they're young. You can't give up these moments when they 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No matter how hard you work, no matter how much money is invested into the house and the things, your car and everything, the thing that matters the most is hold them accountable at the house for the things they need to do. Okay? Like kids, after about 5, 6, 7, they need to learn how to clean their room. They need to learn how to pick up things around the house, get organized, fold clothes, put clothes in the drawer. They need that. And I ain't saying you got to do it all the time, but from 5, 6, 7, and 8, that's what you got to get started doing. Let them watch you cook. Let them watch you clean. Because at some point, they're going to be like, oh, can I help? Can I help? This is true. They all watch us more at the house because that's where we all at the most of the time. I mean, they're not with us at work. We're not with them at school, right? So you got to set the tone. And it's for the single parents. You got to set the tone. And you don't have to be forceful. And most parents only be forceful when it's after the last minute, when you don't bought them some ice cream or candy or them pair of shoes they want or some nice clothes or took them to the fair or took them, to Disney or whatever. That's cool and everything. But make sure they in foundation at the destination of doing the things around the house. Because you know what it's going to do? It's really going to help you as a single parent when they get 11 or 12 years old, right? And you can trust them to do the things around the house, take pressure off you. You know what I mean? It's simple. So yeah, between them going to school and doing stuff around the house at 5, 6, 7, and 8, it's setting the tone for when they get a little bit older. And then when they become a teenager, guess what? You'll trust them to get their license, their car. You'll trust them to go get groceries for you. On damn bills. And this is what happened to me when I was coming up. I was a single kid. I mean, I was the only child, and I was responsible. I was responsible for doing everything. I didn't have a brother and sister. On Saturdays, I had to clean up in the morning before I go play outside or go see my cousins. You know what I mean? My mom like, if you don't clean up, you ain't going nowhere. Now, when I was a little bit younger, I ain't get it. I tried to be stubborn and petty, but after a while, I was like, you know what? Let me tell you something, man. I used to clean up the day before, like Friday night or like that Thursday, get half of it done, and then by damn Saturday morning, it don't take me like 30 minutes to an hour. And we had a big house, you know what I'm saying? We had upstairs, downstairs, 4-bedroom, 3 baths, 3 acres of land outside. And yeah, my dad, when I got about 8, 9 years old, my dad was like, all right, you got to cut the grass. And imagine having 3 acres of land, an acre in the front and 2 acres in the back, and you trying to push a lawnmower, man. What the hell is that? I was like, Mama, I can't push this lawnmower in the front and the back like that, Mama. I was like, nah, we need to get something else. So he finally had this older dude come out and used to cut the grass and do all that stuff. But he eventually got smart and got a riding lawnmower. So yeah, I had to do those things. I had to clean up, wash dishes. Cordially, as I got older, they intensified. But you know what? It made me a better person when I got older. Like I could take care of myself. I could wash clothes, fold clothes, clean the house, bathrooms, cut grass, fix stuff in the house. Man, it's a miracle. So back to the kids, the single parents, since you don't have that other significant other, baby daddy, or whatever you want to call it, baby mama, you know what I mean? You have to instill these things into the kids. And like I said, no spankings, no whoopings, none of that time out. All you got to do is keep them busy. So, when it comes to the house, it's going to help you out. It's going to make things more comfortable when you get older. Make them be responsible. Just because they do good in school and have good grades, that's great. That's wonderful. But also apply that pressure at the house. And it's a beautiful thing when they do get the chance to get older and you'll be able to trust them and they'll be able to trust you and they'll be able to move on and live their life and have their own family and their own kids. Yeah, but then let's flip the script before we flip the script though. Single parents, that's all you got to do. Hold them accountable around the house. And then when they get 10, 11, 12, 13, they'll know what to do. You just have to give them instructions. And when they get 15, 16, you won't even have to tell them what to do. If you apply the math, apply the science. Because that's your kid. That's your clone. That's who you brought out, no matter if y'all together or not. But yeah, don't be their friend, man. Hey, look here. Go to your room and clean your room up, and then afterwards we'll do something. And when they do it, and when they do at a young age, say, "Hey, can I help you clean up? Uh, can I help you clean the bathroom?" Teach them how to cook too, man. If you know how to cook, if you don't know how to cook, then that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Because these kids out here that's 25, 30, 35, that don't know how to cook, boy, listen, hate it for you, man. You got to get it up. And then you want to marry somebody that know how to cook clean. You don't know how to do nothing. Don't nobody want to be with nobody that either don't know how to do it or don't want to do it, okay? Don't nobody want to be with nobody that don't know how to take care of their house the proper way every week. I ain't saying every day, every week. Yeah, man, you got to doggone instill this stuff in the kids. At least if you don't want to do it, you can show them how to do it, right? Does that make sense? If you don't want to do it because you too tired, you got all these damn excuses, then you get them started doing it. Fair enough? Thank you. And then the parents, right, that are together. You got the male, you got the female, you got the husband, you got the wife, right? It's a balance. You gotta balance it out. And it start with both of y'all. Both of y'all need to be doing stuff around the house, spiritually, effectively, every other day. You need to team up so your kids or your kid can see you doing it. And please, I can't. I'm not cool with a parent going in their kid's room and cleaning their room up. Cause you know what, your kid is gonna expect you to do it every time. They really gonna feel like they running the house. You feel me? But if you got, you know what I'm saying, Batman and Batwoman, y'all gotta tackle it together to make sure that your kids see y'all in motion at the house. And the sad thing about it is, on both sides of the spectrum, when it comes to your parents or your kids that have both parents or single parents, whatever they see you do at the house, they gonna feel entitled to do it at the house too. And then when you do it, and then they do it, and you get tired, you tell them don't do it. But you forgot that they saw you do it. They got it from you, right? They got it from you. If you leave your clothes on the floor, they gonna leave their clothes on the floor. If you don't clean behind yourself, they not gonna clean behind yourself. If you wear dirty shit around the house, they gonna wear dirty shit around the house. You mean? And then you get mad and say, "Why you won't pick that up?" Are you anytime a parent, no matter if it's a husband or a wife or a baby dad or baby mama, anytime you gotta tell your kids more than one time to do something, then you in violation. You in violation. And then y'all get mad when your kids don't want to do nothing. I'd be so ashamed to hear parents talking about, "Oh, well, my kid doesn't clean up. They don't really do anything around. So I do everything." You trash. Remember, if you have to ask your kid more than one time to go do something, then you ain't raising them up to the potential that you need to. So when they do get older, because what's going to happen is when they get older and they get 15, 16, they going to talk back. Imagine if a kid talk back to you now at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, screaming and hollering and yelling. Then guess what's going to happen when they get 15, 16? They're going to abandon you. They're going to go get on drugs. They're going to go do things that you don't expect them to do. And then all you're going to do is go to the bar and be like, "Oh, I don't know about my kid. I don't know what happened. Oh, my God." You know what happened. What happened was you didn't train your child while they were young. Set the tone. Stand on business. Make sure they know what they capable of doing at the house. And it's going to help you at the end of the road when they're 16, 17, 18. And then when they graduate, you don't have to worry about going to their house and cleaning up their shit and paying their bills and doing anything. You got to do this shit at the house. You got to do it at the crib. You got to start at a young age. And when it comes to baby mama and baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? If your baby daddy's not in life, you got to go harder, you know what I'm saying, for your kids. If your baby mama is not in your life and you got the kids, you got to go harder for your kids. You got to go 10 times harder than a regular middle class, lower class, upper class family. You know, the upper class family, they get nannies and shit because they too busy. And then when they kids string away or get ready for them to. They just want them to die so they get. All they worry about is, hey, I can't wait till my mom and dad die when they get 30, 25, 40, so I can get some money. That's why you gotta get it. You gotta get everything set in stone. And when they turn 15, 16 years old, you should get them a checking account. You feel me? You should get them a student checking account. You should get them a checking account and a savings account. You should start helping them build their credit at 16, 17, 18. So when they ready to get out there in the real world, whether they want to go to college or not, they'll be, at least they'll have something. Because you know what? That's what my mom did. Let me cheer for that. Oh, and my dad too. Yeah, set the tone for them at the beginning, and at the end of the day, once that's all solidified, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be thankful. It's like winning the NBA, NFL trophy or championship, bro. When you see your kids succeed, that's undeniable, man. That's a blessing in disguise. Let's cheer for that. So the whole scenario of this whole thing is, don't have your child running you at a young age because you don't got time, or you doing everything else but doing the stuff that you need to provide at the house, information. Don't have your kids on the phone all the time. Don't have them on the laptop or the iPhone. Have them go outside and play. Let them get out there and get that energy. Put them in fine arts. If they like to play the piano, get them a couple classes in piano. When my son was 5, 6 years old, I put him in judo, and it helped him out. It actually got him disciplined because he was a badass kid when he was 3, 4 years old. Dog. He was, but I clapped at that because, you know what I'm saying, I really him get a little muscle on him and get a little tussle on him at a young age, and then, but that's all I want to share with y'all, man. Just some interesting facts that I went through. I just implied what I went through as a kid, and I just want to share it with y'all because at the end of the day, it's a blessing. It really is. Yes, sir. Love y'all, man. For real. It's been a pleasure to talk to y'all today, man. I hope y'all took some of the things I said. Love your kids. Tell them you love them. Give them a hug. But at the same time, I didn't say you have to spank them or do anything like that. When you give them chores and give them things to do, that's like punishment. Yeah, man. But your kids are your future. They are the next generation. They are going to carry on the legacy, okay? They're going to do that. And always remember, when your kids is out and about, they represent you, okay? Teach your kids to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Teach them to respect their elders. Teach them to respect the people out there that they see every day because they're a representation of you. It's very important that you do that. Don't get mad when someone, as an adult, correct your child and tell them that they're wrong and they're not doing things right, okay? Y'all 30-year-old motherfuckers, let a parent discipline your child. Now, I ain't say let a parent spank your kids or do anything like that, but they should be able to tell them yes or no, you can't do this, you can't do that. I don't approve of that. Let me talk to your parents because that's what I went through in my generation. We went through that. We went through a parent could discipline you and tell you, hey, listen, that's not right. And I'm going to tell your mama when they get here, all right? I'm telling. And you be so scared. You get home in the car, your mama, your dad tell you that because them was some rough times. But that's all I want to tell y'all, man. I love y'all, and I hope that this really helped y'all as far as raising your kids. Don't get mad at your baby mama. Don't get mad at your baby daddy. If you married or you in a relationship and y'all together, y'all work together to show your kids how it's done at the house. So when they leave the house, they'll be ready to be a great parent or a great lover or whatever they're going to be. They're going to have all those tools with them, okay? They're going to have all the tools with them. And all you got to do is be there to guide them and make sure they're on the right path, all right? Love y'all, man. Let's give them applause for this.